Welcome back for the second quarter of the Division 2 preliminary final. Modewarre playing the Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club, affectionately known as Blue West. Laurie to Goldie, first quarter, a real battle of defences. The scoreboard shows, the Bird Cameron chartered accountant, second quarter scoreboard shows, just 1 goal, 2 8 points. Modewarre, Blue West have got 2 5 17. Can you see anyone just upsetting this battle of defences to take the game by the scruff of the neck and doing something in this second quarter?
Well, I believe Darryl Russell got on this wing for a purpose, and that's so that he can run this ball down this flank, and that's certainly the position to be. I think this quarter probably depends on what West can do. If they can bottle that ball up a little bit like Modewarre do, I think that's probably what they'll try and aim at. But I think Modewarre's tactics will be to try and bring this ball down this side of the ground and kick the ball as long as possible.
Gee, I can't believe that Heath Box is still on Darryl Russell. Why isn't Lehman on this side of the ground?
Gee, it's a boy and a man's job, I agree, Ronnie.
Oh.
Here's Gary Kerr about to bounce the ball down in the centre of the ground to recommence proceedings for the second quarter. Birds in the ruck, and he won the hit down. Went towards Lehman, though. Taken away. Latters a chance. Away they go towards half forward. Here's Shane Coots. Hasn't he been good in defence? He chips it out wide. The kick's all right. Modewarre now towards, well, half forward. Getting back with the flight of the... Might be out of bounds, I think, Ronnie. Might be too much carrying that one the wind. Just pushing the ball across there. Yep. Free kick coming up and... well, we saw Modewarre defend very well to that side of the ground in the first quarter. Maybe Blue West will do the same thing.
Well, Glenn McLean was the boy that kicked it, and he wasn't happy. And he's got to be aware of what the Bruise is doing. But Mick Bird has taken a nice grab from whence it came. Tunganil thumps it away there from Pavlik. Loose ball, Wosley. Back to Berryman under pressure. Loose ball now, centre half forward. Sees that, Frenvalic, yeah, good boy. Chasing it, but his kicking has let him down so far today. Oh, met that solidly there was Denning, but Cooter rose to the occasion. Good support, Phillips, who weaves his way through the traffic. Goes to the outer side of the ground, unmarked Wosley. And Mickey Wosley now, an opportunity to drive the Modewarre side into attack. And you don't do that, you'll get the ball taken off him.
Well, experience there.
Good call, Ronnie.
Scragger just got hold of him.
And 50 metres, should be.
And he's done the
If
block.
these umpires are fair dinkum, that should be 50. The rule states the ball is to be back on the full to the player, went over his head. Poor umpiring.
Yeah, Scragger got him in there. Experience there. The kick's all right. Murray Scott gets it, gets the kick away too as it goes down towards half forward from Wigmore. But getting back, that looks like Big Mick Bird taking the mark in defence for Modewarre.
Yeah, long bomb up to half foot. Pavlik under pressure there from Wigmore. Butters up well as Brett Wigmore. Nowhere to go. The hand pass to Latter, a good one. But Justin, like a bit of a hot piece of soap, I tell you. And Angelucci was there. Could have been infringed with. No, said the umpire. Now, but Latter this time picks it up cleanly. Long bomb up there to Westwick. Friday, good battle. Friday wins out on that occasion.
Yeah, went the defensive stuff. Did it well, Laurie.
Top effort there, yes. That's the way to play it.
Out of bounds, 50 metres out from the goal to which Blue West are attacking. You can see Big Mick Bird in screen. Going to do the right work against a bigger fella, a taller fella certainly, and Darryl Cox. Umpire puts it back into play. Nice show it. Oh, Shane Coots decided he's a ruckman. The ruck knockout was beautiful. The Meeson, he got the hand passed away to the runner, Berryman. Berryman gives it to Kel McLean, who runs through the centre of the ground. And he unloads with a long bomb towards half forward. No mark taken. The fist was all right. It looks like Wigmore. Is he playing well in defence, right or not? He chips the ball out wide. Mark taken, Stewie Scott. Laurie de Goldie's gone for the pin. Another possession of a Scott. He tumbles it towards half forward. Out comes Ingwerson in front. The hand pass. Too far there for Lehman. Here comes Tunganil.
Oh,
he's in a bit of strife. Burst his way through the pack, Tunga. Got the hand pass back. Was all right too. Lachino goes on right foot towards half forward. Ingwerson a chance to redeem himself. Can't quite gather the footy on this occasion off hands. It's out of hands half forward flank. And Blue West looking pretty lively in the early stages of this second quarter.
Oh, yeah, they want to win the game of footy, and they've worked very hard to get to the position they have, and it's a credit to them this year after we've called them the Foreign Legion most of the season, and it's taken them a while to get their act together, but Stewie Scott, to his credit, has got these boys playing pretty good footy, and that's why I've chosen them today, Cookie. You didn't ask me at the start of the game, but it's going to be tight, but I still believe the Cheetahs will get up.
Well, I've gone for the Warriors by about 4 goals. What about you, Laurie?
I'd say the Warriors by about probably 3 or 4 as well, yes.
Okay, so Ronnie's one out.
Big Cox is in the ruck at the moment.
Yeah, see, he's made that move too. The big fella. the bounce is not good for him now on this occasion. Actually knocked away by Sean Phillips back towards the boundary line. It'll go out of bounds before Marty Ianelli can get Frankie, I beg your pardon. Marty not here, of course.
Bell Park.
Yes, just got the wrong one there. Yeah, Frankie's knocked it out of bounds. Another boundary show in half forward flank. And again, Blue West on an attack, Rod.
Yeah, they certainly are. And Cox now in front. Got it to Angelucci. Quick kick there to half forward. Underneath the ball style. Should mark it, and he does. Plays on now quickly. Berrimano unchecked there.
Have
and
to
good
centre it.
football. Plays on, but he's done too much. Pushed off it by Angelucci. Lehman. Well collared. Got a hand pass away to Tunganil, who, well,
good decision.
Yeah, no worries. I caught it with my hands. Yeah, he tried to break the tackle, Ron, and he didn't.
He hesitated. He's played on the Coots, and he's
Coots just give it back to Neil. He's going to get a free kick for holding them out.
Well
now.
done. And that's a reply to a ordinary umpire decision for mine.
Mistake after
Thank you very
mistake
much.
here.
Okay.
Chips it across to Ingworth, and he takes the mark at half forward. He plays on as he touches it on the ground. Goes in the Westwick, who leads out and takes the mark in front of Friday.
Cheetah's looking comfortable.
Westwick.
There was a bad turnover there from Cootsie, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what he was thinking of there. He must have been a bad decision to give it back to you. Here's Westwick unloading with a long kick for goal. It's cleared the pack. It's home.
It's your goal, Shane Coots.
Magnificent kick from Dean Westwick. That's his first of the day. And Ronnie Brain says, it's your goal, Shane Coots.
Terrible football. And if there was anything such as discipline in a side, he should be off the ground.
You listen to the crowd there. There's a few in the crowd calling the same thing. Where's the runner?
Well, he must have
a disgraceful
chewing gum on the lemonade and sauce. He can't get off the bench. The runner, he's not out, Ron.
Well, that's going to cost him a game. There you are.
The latter goes up, knocks the ball back towards. Was that Angelucci might have got one bit high there. I think he'd take the free kick. He does so.
Again, very poor work, Mick Bird. Undisciplined tackle.
Here comes Angelucci, right foot kick up towards, well, nearly set a wing over the top box. No mark paid. He got it back to Nicola Chino, who threw it away, got away with it. Give it across there to box. Back he goes. Well done. Modewarre in defence. Who's that? Ronnie Stiles, was it? No, it was Sean Phillips. Got it ball down towards, well, almost set a wing. Not a good kick at all. Here's another one, not a good kick too. Both teams not really using the ball to great effect at the moment. They're little short kicks and they're wide of the mark, and it's gone out of bounds. I think it's a good thing as we've gone 6.5 minutes on the Rocky 24-hour locksmith time clock of the second quarter. There's not much happening, Ron, is there? It's mistake after mistake.
I'm glad I'm up here. It's pretty tough out there at the minute. Very tough indeed. Just a little bit of a test of character from both sides now to see who's going to run straight at the ball and who's not. Phillips, well done. And he ran out the ball. Long bomb, Cowie, great grab. And he doesn't know how to slow down, does he? He plays on every time. And it's careful, Scotty, because you'll get pinged.
Give it straight to Franlovic, who got it up the centre wing. Chance here, the ball bounced nicely for Tunganil. He's got the little kick around towards Jimmy Hogan. It bounced just inside the line.
Every time he gets the ball, Cowie, he plays on.
He's a good player.
Whether the bloke's grabbed him or not, he still plays on. I can't believe it.
Well, that's a sign of a good player, mate.
Oh, he gives me heart failure.
And Roddy Brains just grabbed me, which is interesting. Haven't been grabbed for 20 years. Up they go. Pavlik's knockout's magnificent. To the sets, Darryl Russell free on that left foot. He kicks the pass back in towards the centre corridor. Looking for Wood, too far for Wood. Here comes Cowie. Hand pass to Franlovic, in a bit of trouble. Oh, the Chino goes in. Russell was that go to ground down there. Trying to get one free kick, not paid. Good decision umpire. Might have been a bit acting. Cowie's got it. Got the hand pass away. Oops-a-daisy. Oops-a-daisy. Girardi lays a great tackle on Ianelli. Held into him. It's a ball up. Half forward flank. And Modewarre now into attack.
Well, Troy Havey warming up. Likewise is his other interchange teammate there in Bryce Basili. What's going through their minds? Because it's a bit tough out there at the minute.
Well, one of them's going to get her on, Ronnie. On comes Basili.
And coming off the ground is Girardi. So that's interesting, isn't it? What are they suggesting, Laurie?
I'm not sure, Ron. I mean, I can't understand actually why Troy Havey wasn't on the ground at the start of this game. I thought a couple of weeks ago he played pretty well out here.
Okay, he's come on now because coming off is Jamie Siddle. So they're going for fresh legs here, Modewarre. But here comes Primo Angelucci. Got the hand pass away. Tunganil runs back through half back, takes the kick. Oh, it's smothered off the boot too. Race towards Stewie Scott. Oops-a-daisy. Who's that coming out there? Franlovic couldn't pick it up. Got it now. Bounces it out in front of him. Wood's the pressurer. Oh, well played there, little fella in Berryman put his body on the line, knocked the ball away. The ball's still rebounded out to centre wing. And
Well done there, Wigmore.
Yeah.
Kicked it off the carpet,
Good
30 metres. Opportunity now for the Tudors. Ingwersen goes to centre half forward, and Denny in front of Jackson takes a fine grab for the Cheetahs.
they work
Ron,
well
there's
in defence.
no room for faint hearts out there at the moment. It's not pretty football, but it's fairly
Good.
tough.
Oh, Judge, the blood's pumping. It's good, tough footy here this afternoon. And I tell you what, there's no room for faint hearts. The big boy Cockeye. Oh, dearie me. Can't handball on his left side of his body by the looks.
Gee, he did well to smother the ball off the boot of Sean
dear
Phillips,
me.
though, didn't he? When it
Tongue-
rebounded, he got the
there's
shock
some
of his life, I think.
Tanganeel coming off for the Blue West side.
Looks serious too.
Yeah, well, he's been very good too. Gardner's coming on. Here's Meeson getting the ball out the half-back, and Darryl Russell, he's leading Heath Boxer, Merry Dance. Wonder when the move will come there. Russell takes the mark and chips a magnificent kick around the Ronnie Stoop, who marks right on the interchange position. He looks to chip the ball across to Kel McLean. They're opening it up a bit here. McLean takes the mark. He plays on. He goes long to the forward pocket. Now, the young fella Byrne running out after the footy. Tries to knock it back in. He knocked it back to Cowie, though. Cowie, again, wants to play on. He does so nicely. Back he goes to centre wing.
Oh!
Hard and Joe Cocker took a beauty on the centre wing.
Yeah, nice grab over Stewie Scott. Oh, Ronnie Stoop comes in and Scotty.
And 50.
Oh, turn it up.
50.
That's pathetic,
50.
Gary Kerr.
That'll be 50. Brainy's just straight. He's knocked over a can of Coke and everything with that throw of the microphone here.
He spat the dummy.
Unbelievable. Oh, Rod's not happy with Gary Kerr's umpiring here this afternoon. I don't think Ronnie Stoop. I didn't think it was just a lay down his ear, Laurie, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was
You
that.
can't do that when a
Yeah,
bloke
I
takes a
called it.
mark.
I actually called it 50.
Well,
You're
Ronnie's
one-eyed, Rod.
gone for another Peter Jackson. He's gone for the
Now tell
microphone
me,
again.
how can you stop yourself when you're in bloody mid-air, for God's sake? He was committed for the ball. He'd marked it, certainly. Now Scotty had to pull himself up in mid-air.
Okay, it's a goal to Ronnie Stoop. Like it or lap it, Ronnie
Gary
Stoop.
Kerr, you mean?
Oh.
Give it a Curry.
And Barry Walker said give it a Curry too.
Bloody awful.
You two might be tied with the same brush. Ronnie Stoop kicks a nice goal for my
Mate, no, I call it as I see it, Cookie, and I've got to
Course you
tell
do.
you that it's very hard when you're mobile and committed for the ball like Stuart Scott is. He's a ball player. To have his face rubbed in the dirt like that by Gary Kerr, it's demoralising.
But I mean, you can't pardon yourself when you're up there. If you're given 50 metre penalty, it's there.
How can you stop yourself when you're
Well-
in mid-air committed to get the ball?
Well, the 50 was there, and I think Cookie
He's running
agrees.
with the fly to the ball.
Okay.
Well, too, he's kicked it out of the park. We had to get another ball. This one might help Stewie Scott. Perhaps the flight mightn't be as long.
I'll rest my case, Ronnie.
Two goals. I think it's 2-3-15. Plays 3-5-23 on the board.
Great game, isn't it?
Brainey's a bit upset up here. He's fired up, Ronnie Brain. Up they go. Oh, the big fella Bird does well on the ruck. Knocks it to Pavlik now, playing at centre half forward. Got the hand pass out. Wasn't effective. Angelucci's tackle was good. Here they come. Hand pass comes out to Ianelli. Here comes the blue boys up the half forward. Ken Denning in front. Takes the mark. Pat Jackson having his hands full today, Ronnie.
Yeah, certainly, and has been well beaten at this stage of proceedings. Denning comes in. He went too close to the man of the mark. Oh, could have been infringement there against Friday. No, said the umpire. Loose ball. Oh, Ingsworsen dropped the soda and has allowed now Hovey to feed off to the run of Berryman, who has a bounce. Has another one too. Good shepherding there from Jackson. Berryman now centres the football. Great play. Owen Berryman to the centre of the ground and finds Walter Pavlik.
Big Pavlik now playing at centre half forward, unloads the long bomb towards Woodcow. He's there with him. He's got support from Wigmore. Wigmore at the base of the pack, gets the hand pass back to Woodcow. It clears him, goes to Scragger Craig. Craig goes out wide, receives one back too. Well played, Scragger. He runs nicely out of the back flank, kicks towards centre wing, and Ronnie Stoop takes a nice mark, but no 50 this time because no one jumped into him, Ron.
Stoop, yeah, nice kick too to centre half forward, but in the way Stewie Scott, who plays on quickly. Jimmy Hogan, thumped away from him by Phillips. Got to go now, Jim, because Cooter's come in. Feeds off the hand pass to the run of Russell. As we see his kick, not a good one. Cowie's there, smothered the ball. And, too strong. Cowie has a bounce, Scotty Cowie, and has killed them down there. But his kick just dropped short and in front, taking a fine grab as Sean Phillips.
Well, he went across for the chip pass to Mick Bird, who's in all sorts of stripe. The kick was a shocker. He's got good shepherding. He was able to get away to Moose, and he's kicked at 90 metres. It's gone 60 metres up and 30 along. Lovely kick, Moose. Trying to bring the rain, I think. Here comes Lachino at the base of the pack. Sure, might have been ridden into the ground. Play on as the call. Pretty tough out there, as you suggest.
I'd call
Ronnie.
that a trip, wouldn't you, Laurie, having your feet knocked from underneath you?
No, I think that was fair, Ron. You're getting a little bit soft.
Well,
there,
he was
Ronnie.
clear. And
Well, I'm
next
glad I'm
minute-
sitting between Ronnie Brain and Laurie DeGully. There'll be a blue one up here in the commentary box soon as Pavlik knocks the ball to Basilli. He runs to half forward.
Terrible
Race-
kick.
Kicks it up in the air. Terrible kick, said Brownie. It's into the forward zone. Carey tries to tap it back. Look at him. He is unbelievable. He claims the ball. Tackled. Got it away to Lachino. Lachino, little left foot kick out of the fence. Looking there for the scragger. Over the top, the hand pass. 35 metres. 5 metres too far, I'd suggest. Towards Box. Stoops there with him. Box at ground level, stooped there with him, knocked it back nicely to McLean, who gave it across to Shane Coots, who's covered more ground than the early explorers in this game. Back to Lachino, went straight through his hands. Stewie Scott good enough there to butter up, kicks it into the approaching Bryce Basilli. They stack it on top of it out there. Is it allowed to go on? It is. Here comes Wigmore, round the corner, little kick to Lachino's all right, and Blue West have worked hard in that situation to retain possession.
Yeah, they certainly have, and well, possession's 99% of the game, isn't it? And oh, dearie me, Lumen's dropped an absolute soda. And you watch, they'll get a goal out of this now, the Modewarre boys, and here he comes. Burn screws the ball back, but he didn't screw it far enough. Missed the woodwork completely.
I think with Lumen's mark, I think Franlovic just got a hand on it in front of him, Ron. I think that might have just deflected a bit.
Dearie me.
Dearie me.
Pretty ordinary.
Pretty ordinary, says Brainy.
No talking.
Modewarre can't get in that scoring zone, can they?
Well, West are doing the same thing as what Modewarre did.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly
Gardner's
right.
kicked straight in the man of the mark, Michael Wood. In a bit of strife. Cowie's there, so too Lachino, pushed it out. Chance for Modewarre here. Here comes Havey. Hand pass over the top, give it to Cowie. Cowie's in trouble. His hand pass under pressure goes to Russell. Can he screw it back from there? I wouldn't think so. He was out of bounds before he put the boot into it. And, geez, mistake. It's pretty tough. I think it's one of the
Well,
mistakes
yeah,
he
but
made.
I mean,
Ron.
Mickey, Gardner's, God, he's got the ball in the back pocket. He's got to go back far enough to kick it over the bloke of the mark.
You'd think so.
That's
15
little
minutes
league
gone.
stuff.
15 minutes gone. The Rockies 24-hour lost mid time clock. I'm calling with a very upset Ronnie Brain this afternoon and Laurie DeGoldy. And here comes Havey. He puts the boot into it. It's up into the hands, into the forward zone. Wood. Oh, that was burned. 2 rights at the cherry. Almost brought it down. 2. Gee, nearly had that one, Ronnie.
Well, yeah, it's a real game of blunders at the minute, isn't it, boys? And certainly there's a lot of pressure out
But
there.
I'm enjoying it, Ron. This is what we come to see.
Yeah,
This
it's a great game of footy. I'm enjoying it too.
This is tough. I'm enjoying this game of footy.
Here's
Stooping.
Ronnie Stoop. He's playing a bit of footy. He kicked it in the man coming at him too. Rebounds to Havey. Lachino. Good tackle, Lachino. Kicking up the ground. Franlovic. He does. Doesn't gain much territory. McLean gets pushed in the back behind and must take the free kick. Let's go another way.
Stewie Scott will finally get a free kick from the umpires.
Ooh,
And
that's
I'll tell you what, Ron, these guys are playing for a position next week in the grand final. There's
That's
no
right.
doubt about that, and it's tough.
Lovely kick too out there looking for Denny. Well collared, but the ball knocked away. There's 3 on 1. Oh, Ladder hesitated. And,
good effort, Bryce Basilli.
well, Basilli's about 3 foot tall and about 2 stone lighter. And Ladder let him have the footy. Oof.
Bounce down. Attacking side of the centre of the ground. Pavlovic's up, knocks the ball to the turf, goes back after it. Well,
Scotty.
free kick picked out here to Stewie Scott. And had it not been his, Ian Ellie would have got one against
Well, why
Pavlovic
wasn't the
there.
advantage paid there?
Ronnie, let's concentrate on the game. Let the umpires do their work. He chips it out to Lachino, who takes the mark at half back. And here comes the Mediterranean man.
That'll be their last game anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, Lehman with the ball, centre of the ground, long bomb up to half forward. No one can take the grab. Opportunity for Bird. Jackson a little slow with the leather. Mooson tries to get out to Stoop, who's been busy this quarter. Moose battering up well, the big fella, and this time a bit of kick on the left side of his body. Good work, Murray Scott. Knocked it away from Byrne. Wigmore flattened by Pavlik. And now the umpire, that's how good these blokes are going. The umpire was blowing the whistle and then looks at the players and said, what do you stop for and looking at me for?
I have to
Then he
agree
paid
with
the
you,
advantage.
Oh, it's pathetic,
Ronnie,
mate.
then he paid the
I
advantage.
tell you what, it is absolutely pathetic.
Let's get through this. He paid the advantage after he blew the whistle.
Oh,
And the ball
mate.
bounced out. There was no one within 30 metres. He said, oh, that's no advantage. We'll take it back and have another kick.
It's a joke.
It's
I reckon I might swap, get the kid up here to call the game and I'll go and umpire. Fair dinkum.
I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see
I
that
do a
too.
better bloody job.
Here comes Wigmore. He's got his second standing start at this one. Up he goes towards centering Havey. Does the contest. He did win the footy though. At ground level, Lehman picks it up and tumbles the ball towards his ponytailed teammate there, Angelucci. at ground level. Ianelli does well, goes back on left foot, but Mooson takes the mark.
The Moose.
He's killed Big Cox, hasn't he, so far? Mooson now. The kick is a beauty. It had to be good too because Cooter had two opponents there. He took the mark out to Berryman. There's been lively. There's been a switch. Now Heath boxes out on Berryman. They swap the wingers right.
Finally, they've listened to me occasionally.
Okay, here comes Berryman towards half forward. Over the back of the pack, the youngster Byrne, who just couldn't get the kick in. Tried the hand pass, wasn't effective. Stoops there to help him out. Ronnie Stoops straightens up and goes on the right foot for goal. He's missed it. The umpire touches the left of 10th. He's hit it's 1 point only.
Yeah, a let off there for the Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club. Ronnie Stoop.
He blazed away a little bit there, Ronnie,
Yeah.
I think. I think he could have steadied, maybe made a bit
Yeah, just
better
a fraction.
result of
Yeah,
it.
just probably another step to get his composure. But it was hot. The ball is pretty hot, I tell you. Long bomb. Ladder.
Oh.
Nice grab.
Lovely kick, Cowie.
Can play, yeah, can play this kid, but he's let me down so far today. 2-3-15, Modewarre, 3-5-23, Blue West.
As Ingeworsen gathers the ball wide out there on the centre wing, he punt kicks towards half forward. It's bouncing down there. A chance for Berryman because he's got a bit of support. Berryman too got the hand pass over the top, looking for Wosley. Wasn't a particularly good hand pass. Don't know why he didn't kick it. Wosley paddles the ball in front of him, away from Ingeworsen. It's out of bounds there in the centre wing. I wonder why he didn't put the boot into that one, Owen Berryman.
Good question.
Good question.
Ask him after the game, will you?
Ronnie, you were very bemused by many things out here at the present time, and we can see Justin Ladder and Bryce Basili, the 33 and 55. The high numbers there having a bit of a push. Another high number comes in the screen, Mick Bird. He's going to do the ruck move. Woods up there, might be able to run the ball. Knocks it to the ground. Harvey goes right foot, comes back on it very nicely too, Troy Harvey. In towards the half-forward zone. Up they go. McLean from behind had to use the fist at ground level. That was Wigmore again. He's playing well in defence, Ron.
Yeah, he is. But he's unfortunately kicked it too well, and he kicked it straight to Coots, who plays on, and now an opportunity for Modewarre. Wolseley looks there to the lead of Byrne. Murray Scott paddles it forward and is happy to see it go over the line and out of bounds. A good 65 metres from the Modewarre goal, who haven't really utilised the wind advantage.
Okay, young Byrne going to do the ruck work here, Ron. Let's see how he goes. Might have got that knocked down too towards the forward zone. Russell picks it up and turns and goes on left foot. He needs a lucky bounce. The bounce is a bad one. Oh, hooked back into play down there. McLean's a chance. Can he get the foot on it? Rush behind. I guess any score at the moment's a good score. There's only been 2 goals kicked for the Cordillery.
That's right, David.
It's a real
it's
battle.
It's a bit like a soccer game, isn't it? But it's entertaining, and that's...
Battle of defence. That's a credit to both sides. I mean, they both want to play off in the grand final.
Exactly
And
right. There's a lot
Look
of
at
stuff.
Carey's kick again, a
Oh,
beauty. Stewie
Scott.
Scott second bite at the cherry, takes a beauty. Outside centre half back, he wants to play on quickly. He's moving towards Ianelli. Ianelli's there, Heath box takes the mark. Might have caught one over the top of the scone there from Wosley. Not much in it, says the umpire, and Heath box at centre wing is about to send Blue West into attack, and he does so with a right foot kick to half forward.
looks for Denning, who's got a couple on him. Meeson actually looks as though he's picking up both of them at the moment,
Ronnie,
Cox and Denning.
Why didn't Coxie present himself there? He just stood off that there. He has to put himself in the position where they can kick the ball at him. He stood off.
Well, you got to want to be there, mate.
Okay, Bradbury on and box off for Blue West. The boundary umpire's back into play. Hovey's been lively since he came on. Got the hand pass away. It's all right. Little kick around the fences. Ronnie Stoops grabbed it just inside the boundary line from Wosley there.
Good skills.
And kept it in nicely. Goes, a nice kick too. Looking there for young Byrne. He's up from behind. Couldn't mark, so he went the fist. Umpire's played a trip here in front of the pack. Owen Berryman's going to be the recipient. And how did you think about that one, Ron?
No comment.
No comment again. Ronnie not too happy with the umpire, and I think he might give the commentary away next year and put the whites back on. Here comes Berryman into the forward zone. Burns up in front. Thumped away from him. Stoop at ground level. Uses the weight well, but can't gather the footy. Little kick. Well smothered there. Was that? It was smothered too off the boot. Well done. Franlovic coming out of defence. But
again.
good effort there because the ball was going to get away. He's forced the boundary show in. The little 1%ers that they all love, them coaches,
And
Ronnie.
there's been a lot of 1%ers so far in this game as Mickey Bird grabs it and throws it out to where... that looks like where Woody's on the
Yeah,
ball.
Wood to Hovey was all right too because he saw Coots coming down the ground. Long kick,
Whoever.
but Cowie has been sensational. Fullback, he's got it again. Takes the mark just for a change. He decided to play on Rod. 2 bounces this time, and he goes to centre wing. Mason goes up, knocks the ball away from Scott. Here comes Wood, lays the tackle on Cox. Oh, Basili's pulled up as he got the kick away. Jackson gives it across to Hovey. Hit a bit of stripe. Hand pass over the top, all right. The big Bird opens up and goes on the right foot towards half forward. Not a good kick from Bird. And, well, they're getting in away there. Who's that one, Ronnie? That might be
Gardner it
Gardner.
is.
Yeah, Gardner.
Looks there for the big Cox. Cockeye in front. Yeah, well done. And just get yourself a little bit excited, son, about it and get in front and have a go. kick. Well, lucky, drops short. Scott, yeah, way he goes. Denning underneath the footy. Ooh, nearly a nice grab. Butters, oh, caught one there from Bird. No, said the umpire. As we see now, opportunity Angelucci. Cox, can he pick it up? No, he can't. Angelucci can. Short kick, opportunity now. Good work, Denning to ladder. Westwick, over his head. Support there, Bradbury. Give it to him. Does he know he's there?
Friday doing well in
dearie me.
defence. Done well, Shane Friday. Kicked it off the ground, got it towards Coots. He's in trouble. Hand passes it out. Bradbury's on the ground. He got the hand pass back to Stewie Scott. He's had a flying shot on the right foot into the goal mouth. And Meeson takes another mark deep in defence. He's played a grand game, the Moose. He switches
Beautiful
to play
kick.
the grandstand side of the ground. And as Laurie said, a beautiful kick as Watley takes the mark in front of Hogan and half back. And there might be 50 if you're not very careful. Very careful. Very careful.
It was great work, Hulk, because Stoop was 20 metres away from the Mediterranean Marvel, who's a bit loose.
Well, he got it to Hovey, and Hovey under pressure wanted to play on. His kick was awkward. Bradbury dropped the mark, but went back and got it. Goes to half forward. Sean Phillips there doing well too for the Modewarre side. He knocks the ball to the turf. Hagen drives in on top of him, and well, they've got out of trouble again here, Modewarre. 2 goals, 4, 16 points on the board, Modewarre. 3 goals, 5, 23 points on the board. That is for the Blue West Cricket and Footy Club. Ronnie, it's just 7 points the difference. A low-scoring but entertaining affair at the Western Oval.
Yeah, it certainly is. And Ian Ellie, collar of the ball, loose one now, sees Ladder kick it off the carpet. Now what's happening? Cooter, strong in defence again. Long bomb. Stewie Scott Cox. No one said anything. And now Cox got the ball. What's he going to do with it? Mucking up again. Oh, he's got it back this time to Stewie Scott. Why is he out there? As we see the ball now up to half forward.
Here's the chance. Modewarre going to run this ball out of the fence. The hand pass goes to the wing. Mick Woods up here on the wing, and he takes the kick and he gives it away to the young fella who takes a good grab. Woods run on down the ground. Now, if young Burns sees him, he should kick into the pocket to him. He elects to go long with a long bomb into the goal mouth. Not a bad kick either from the youngster. Up they go. Craig at the back of the pack. Can he gather it in? He slaps the ball across the face of goal. It's gone through for a rush behind. I just wonder if the young fella there with the experience, Michael would delivered the ball in nicely, then ran down the ground. Did he call loud enough, Laurie, or not?
Probably not, David, but I like his style, this Byrne. He hasn't set the world on fire, but he's only a youngster, and I like the way he positions himself and presents himself for opportunities.
Yeah, he does. He anticipates well and has happened to be in the right spot on a few occasions. As the kick now from the Blue West side from half back by Lehman. Oh, gee whiz, he burst his way through there, Kevin McLean, but he mucked it up because he gave it over to the West, and it's all very well breaking through like that, Laurie.
Well, it's a turnover, Ron, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to finish it off, and he mucked it up, and well, there's been a lot of muck-ups here today as we see Stoopy now break clear at centre half forward. Oh, he couldn't quite grab it. Butters up well. Caught one from Wigmore, and he doesn't look too good, the young fella, either. But the ball has been kicked out of bounds in the full.
He's not too good, that ball on the ground, Ronnie. He copped one, as you said, there. And he's still down on the turf. The ball's gone out on the full. There's no free kick. Well, you wonder about that one, wouldn't you? The kid's holding his nose pretty severely.
Yeah, but his head's still on his shoulders.
Stretcher, I think.
Yeah.
He's not too good at all, that youngster.
Obviously, the umpire didn't see it, but there's a bit of blood there, isn't there?
Bit of blood.
Just a bit of blood.
It looks like Amityville Horror all over again, Ronnie. He's got blood streaming. He may not even come off through the interchange.
Boy.
Have a look at that. And no free kick. For God's sake, what are they doing?
I rest my case.
It's bad.
Ah, well.
Now, he's allowed to come straight off, is he, with that sort of injury, Laurie?
I would say so. I'd say he's probably going to have a few stitches and that, maybe off to the hospital.
Oh, jeez. Well, we're a bit stunned up here. Girardi's come back on the ground to take his place.
Another Modewarre player down, is it?
No, it's a West.
And the player down is Justin Ladder, I think.
This is getting a bit out of hand, isn't it? Hey?
I think they were both accidents.
Ooh. Well, Laurie, you've coached
But it
the
doesn't
play
matter.
football pretty
I'm
good.
sorry.
I think it's accident.
But Laurie, it doesn't matter whether it's an accident or not. I mean, if the umpires are close enough to the scene, they should be able to pick up.
Well, I'm not sure what happened to young Boone, Ron. It could have been a boot.
Wigmore's come in and clashed with him strongly, and
Oh, okay.
I saw what happened from up here.
28 minutes gone on the
metres
Rockies, 24-hour locksmith time clock of the second quarter. 17 plays 23. Very low scoring affair, but very, very tough. The ball now goes towards half forward for Modewarre. Cox up from behind. He can't mark from there, and he couldn't do so at ground level. Stoop does well, gets it out. Here's a chance for Berryman. He chips into the goal with who's there? Who's there but Cowie? Takes the mark. He plays on just for a change once again, and away goes Cowie on the right foot out to the wide side of the ground. Looking there for Angelucci. He's got the ball. Angelucci has a bounce. Might have another one. No, he steadies. Tries to chip the ball across, does it nicely, and Denning takes the mark between centre and centre half forward.
Yeah, good footy too, because his low trajectory drop punt into the breeze hits Frankie Iannelli right on the chest, centre half forward. 55 metres from goal. Looks to Westwick in front. Did not get a hand on the leather in front and missed it completely. He was what you call clean bowled.
He ducked his head, Ron. You've got to keep your head up to catch him.
Funny about that, isn't it?
Okay, a rush behind goes on the scoreboard there, and that, I guess any score at the moment, it's a good score. 17 plays, 24 at 7 points the difference as Basili takes the mark at half back, fires out the hand pass immediately. The siren's gone, doesn't matter. It's half time here at the Western Oval. Modewarre playing Blue West for a place in the grand final next week against Bannockburn, and we're all shaking our heads. There's a few walking past shaking their heads. 2-5-17 on the board, Modewarre. They kicked 1 goal 3 for that quarter run. Blue West have gone to 3 goals 5-23. They kicked 1-1. 17 plays, 23 at 6 points the difference. And Laurie, it's a tough game, and well, a lot of stuff going on at there might be unrewarded by umpiring, according to Ron Brain.
Well, according to Ron, I didn't quite see what happened there before, but it is tough out there. It's not a high-scoring game. I believe it's entertaining. I think the next half of this football is certainly going to be just as exciting as it is at the moment. Modewarre, I see down there, are regrouping there. West are over there. I tell you what, we're in for a one ring-a-ding-a-ding second half, I believe.
It's a great tussle, isn't it?
It's top, you know. This is what football's about. I mean, you know, I don't like to see kids go off with a bit of blood streaming down their face. But,
well, as you said, it was an accident, and it was just one of those things, but it would have been nice to be rewarded with something.
Yeah, I mean, West, I see Scotty leading his team in there. The president's out there. Everybody's out there. They're very, very keen to get into this final. There's a lot at stake, and that's what footy's all about, isn't it? There's no good lying down there and not having a go today.
That's exactly right. And, well, congratulations to both sides. To date, it's been a low-scoring but entertaining, tough first half of football.
Ronnie, what about last week? I think we're here, Bannockburn and Modewarre. The same sort of thing. Entertaining, tough, low-scoring after half-time. Modewarre went berserk in the third quarter, and then Bannockburn went berserk in the final quarter. Let's hope we see that in the second half of this game, because at the moment the scores are a little bit low for us up here in the commentary box. We'll be back with the third quarter very shortly.